Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Corey with noobcomputerbuild.com. This is my latest gaming PC build that I put together. It's a micro ATX Intel 6600K Skylake CPU gaming PC build. This build should set you back about just over $1,000, and it's a micro ATX build because I wanted to build a build that was compact, tight enough to fit into my media unit downstairs, and also tight enough to fit under my office desk into a little shelf. And this does it perfectly. This build, I'll go through the hardware one by one, do an unboxing, and just give you a quick overview of what's included in the build. And if you'd like to build this gaming PC build, the links to all the hardware will be in the description below. Here we have the CPU for this gaming PC build. What we have is an Intel 6600K i5 processor. A nice shiny chip. This is all that comes in the box, aside from the instructions manual. But as you can see, it does not come with a stock cooler. Unlike the previous generation of CPUs, and so you do need another cooler on top of the CPU when you purchase it. And here's the chosen motherboard. So I went with the Z170M Plus Micro ATX Asus motherboard. Micro ATX because I wanted to go with the Micro ATX, and it fits inside the case I wanted. I wanted Micro ATX to be nice and compact. So the Asus Z170M Plus is a great choice for me because it gave me the option of, in the future, I wanted a micro ATX board that also supported multiple graphics cards, so one that may do crossfire. I may or may not do that in the future, but I did go with an AMD card, so which is good. But you can still go with an NVIDIA card like a GTX 970 if you wanted to, which would be an equivalent type card, so that would be up to you though. But this is a nice looking board. It supports up to 64 gigs of memory, DDR4 memory, so I can crossfire. You can see the two PCI slots there, express slots there, and then there's multiple USB 3.0 ports, 2.0 ports, and a 5 gigabyte per second port, USB port, and so on and so forth. And so what the motherboard comes with is just, the motherboard, the manual, a CD, and then also comes with a couple SATA cables to attach your hard drives with. And for the chosen graphics card, we have the Gigabyte Radeon R9 390 that you see here in front of you. It's the WindForce edition of the R9 390 by Gigabyte. It is a fantastic card. It comes with what they say is a unique fan design in this WindForce fan design that kind of stops the fan when you're not utilizing it to its full potential. And so I have found that the fans do not spin when I'm not using it, but when I'm gaming, they'll spin based on how much they have to spin, and it actually works quite well from my experience so far. So here you have the WindForce Gigabyte R9 390 graphics card, a sleek looking card. It was a toss up, and I'll leave it up to you, but look up benchmarks for what you want to play, and I would choose between the R9 390 or the GTX 970, but look up the benchmarks for what you play the most. For storage, I went with an SSD, the SanDisk Ultra Plus SSD that you see here. Fit into the budget perfectly, and it has a read time of 530 megabytes per second and a write time of 445 megabytes per second, and it performs quite well. So for the memory, we have 8 gigabytes of HyperX Fury DDR4 RAM, so 2 sticks of 4 gigabyte 2133 megahertz sticks for a total of 8 gigs, and I plan to upgrade this to 16 gigs in the future by adding 2 more of these sticks. The motherboard does support up to 64 gigs of RAM if you ever want to upgrade to that, but I do only plan on going to probably 16 gigabytes until, maybe sometime I'll go to 64, but probably not. So here we go for the power supply. We have the EVGA Supernova 750 watt G2 series power supply. This is an 80 gold plus high efficiency power supply. It's fully modular, and it's actually a very, very highly reputable power supply. Why did I go with 750 watts? I didn't need to go with 750 watts. So if you're buying this build, you could just get the 650 watts. I went with 750 watts because it was actually cheaper than the 650 watts based on a mail-in rebate I had, and so on and so forth. So that's why I ended up going with this. Not because I needed 750, but because it was actually cheaper and more convenient to get. So you can see here, this thing comes with all the modular cables. They all are sleeved, so it's not the rubbery cables that you get in kind of other power supplies. So it is high quality stuff here. It comes with a little carrying case for all the cables, and it's a good looking power supply. I mean, as good looking as power supplies get. Alright, and here's the CPU cooler. Like I said before, you can't get, or the CPU does not come with a cooler, so you need to buy one regardless. So it can be an air cooler, liquid cooler. I decided to go with the Corsair H80i GT liquid CPU cooler. At the time, it was at a good price. It comes with thermal paste pre-applied, so you don't need to purchase that. On the side there, you see a plug-in for the Corsair Link, so you can finite the controls for the cooler and have all the readings right in the included software, which is great. Finally, the PC case. What you see here is the Corsair Air 240 Micro ATX PC case. This is the white version. It also comes in black. I absolutely love the look of this case. I love the look of cube cases in general. I love how compact it is. It's a Micro ATX case. It also supports mini ITX motherboards as well. It's perfect for myself as it fits in a media unit that I'm going to put this in, and as well under my desk in my office in the shelf there. So it has a side window so you can view all the hardware very nicely. It's set up. You can kind of arrange it so that it's kind of vertically or horizontally. You can also take the logo out on the front so that it looks like it's supposed to be that way. It comes with a few 120mm fans. I had to take out one to fit in the liquid CPU cooler, but the cooling is great inside this thing. It's a great looking case in my opinion, and it cools quite well. So if you're looking to get a Micro ATX build, I highly suggest this case. Alright, so there you have it. There's the complete build, the complete Micro ATX gaming PC build using the R9 390 graphics card. So all the hardware, like I said, for this build will be linked in the description. As well, please visit the site noobcomputerbuild.com. I do post builds every month, monthly builds in generally the $600, $1,000, and $1,500 gaming PC budget categories. And so please check that out if you're wanting to keep up to date, especially if you're looking month to month. I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and if you have any ideas for future videos, let me know in the description below, or visit the site and leave a comment there. Alright, thank you.